Y'all boy won't make moves like that. I can do
Bro, they don't get high school.
High school.
I've been like this.
All right, so it is 7:40, and I know it's dark out, but it's still early. People are still out on posts, as y'all can see. It's a group of guys right here. So I tried to go to yoga today, but there was no class today, so I ended up sitting in the parking lot for a little bit, just making a list of things that I needed to do tomorrow and Friday. As y'all know, I gotta I don't know if I told y'all, but I gotta make 24 candy apples for a birthday party in Mobile on Sunday. My little cousin is turning 21, so I'm trying to go through the list of things. Thanks for the thumbs up, love. And things I'm gonna need for her candy apples. So I guess I'll be going down to Mobile this weekend again, and I'll get to see the kids. So I was excited. I was so excited for yoga today, y'all. But they don't have class on Wednesday. But there's another studio in town that has class on Wednesdays. So I guess on Wednesdays I'll be going to the other studio, which is $10 a class. But yeah, so I hey Redbird. So I didn't get a chance. I went and bought a yoga mat today. I was so excited to pick out my yoga mat. And next week, when I get some more money, I'm gonna go and buy me a few bricks, which I really don't need the bricks that much because I actually have pretty good balance. I was actually surprised at like how good I was at yoga, the amount of balance I have. And I know it's only because of the amount, different types of workouts that I've been doing. But I really enjoy it. I was in the mirror today practicing my poses, and I was just like, oh my God, I can actually do some of this stuff. So, yoga it takes a lot of muscle to be able to do yoga, like muscles, like core muscles and leg muscles and stuff. And those are the things that I have really been working on. But I can't wait to go to another class. Like, I feel super excited. Monday and Tuesday, I have my first 2 sessions with the trainer for CrossFit to go over all of the lifts. I still can go to CrossFit, so I'm going in the morning. And then Thursday will be my 3rd day of training on just like how to move my body, different ways to lift and stuff. So I'm super excited about that. And I'm looking for a kickboxing class, and they have some classes here on post. So I'm going to be taking as many different types of exercise classes as I can take, so that I can get a feel for them and understand, and I can start to learn like how the body moves more. And just so after I do take my training, personal training, get my personal training license, I'll have a good idea of how to maneuver the body, and I won't hurt myself or my clients. So y'all, I really am going to do this personal training thing. It's not a joke. I'm really serious about it. I'm a little nervous, but I'm gonna do it. So my goal is to get my body That's a helicopter. They doing night flights. As y'all know, I live on an army base where they train helicopter pilots. So yeah, they're training right now. They're flying towards the Ozark airfield. It's like 5 airfields around here, but I know which direction they're going in. What was I saying? So I'm really serious about this personal training license, and the way things are going on YouTube right now, my value on YouTube is increasing. So I'm hoping that probably doing like selling some cakes and doing some other little odd jobs, and what I make here on YouTube in the next 4 months, I can save enough money to go ahead and get the study material and start studying so that I can take the test. I also want to do the class of nutrition too, because I feel like it'll help me. But what I really want to focus on is nutrition. That's going to be my main focus right there. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm trying to do. Because I love being in the gym. I do. I like working out. It's not always easy, but that's what it is. I spray bug spray on me, y'all, because these bugs out here is atrocious. I can't believe it's getting dark so early. But it is like almost 8 o'clock. So I'm not going to do the inner circle on the track. But I'm going to do the outer circle, which will put me at like 1.25 miles. And then I'll walk the big track until I hit about 4 miles. But yeah. I slept in today by accident. Was not my plan. But I just get to sleep so late. My schedule is all off. Thanks, Redbird. I'm trying. It's hard. It's harder than y'all think. If I make it look easy, it's a lie. Because it's not. So, I'm not supposed to be eating french fries to McDonald's. And I'm going to tell y'all, like, when I do something I'm not supposed to, I have to be telling y'all. Today, I had some fries. And they was so good. But I'm not missing anything in my diet. It's just that I like to eat french fries. So, after we finish, the only way I know how to get rid of cravings and stuff and to kind of like get that out of my body is to go on a fast. And I never did do my fast after I ate my last meal with the meat. And I'm still struggling. My body is still kind of struggling since I ate that meat. Like, I'm still holding a lot of fluid on my body. Like, if you look right here in my face, my midsection, my body is just, and I ate a lot of meat in like that time span when I knew I was gonna go completely vegan. And I just ate a lot like dairy and stuff, and that stuff takes weeks. It's been about probably 2 to 3 weeks now, and I'm still feeling the side effects of it in my system. So the only way I know how to get it all out and to like just help myself get back to where I was is I'm gonna have to go on another fast. And I'm okay with that. So I am gonna be fasting again as soon as we end the 30 days of fitness. And that's why I'm intensifying my workouts, and I'm gonna be going to yoga and CrossFit so that my body can be used to the activity and I can still maintain my workout regimen throughout the fast. So yeah, I'm going to do another fast at the beginning of October and I'm gonna do another one at the end, and that should get me where I need to be and kind of get that stuff out of my system, because that's what I feel like is what's going on. But yeah, I'm walking. She's just a walking. hmm But y'all can see the track is lit. It's lit pretty well. That's the inside of the track. I'm not walking that because it's not lit, but this portion of it is lit real well. And you can see it's somebody running. Like the military, some of them get off at like 5. They go home and eat, and then they run the track. And I'll probably run into a couple more people out here. So it's always people out here running and working out. Sometimes up until 9 o'clock. But I like this track because it's paved and it's not hard on your knees. And if you do the inner part of it, you're gonna get 2 miles, but I'm not doing that tonight, honey. I'll walk the other track after I finish my way around here. Um, but yeah, I put on some bug spray because the skeeters ain't dead yet. And you can't use that little Skin So Soft stuff here, honey. You got to use that deep wood off because these mosquitoes bite through your clothes and everything. Girl, you've been working hard. Hey V, how you doing? As y'all can see, safety first. I got my little spotlight on on my head. When I walk at night, I use this. Hey, Dunn. V, honey, you got to get some rest. Y'all some hard-working ladies and gents. I tell y'all. I am happy today. I'm in a good mood. Like, after Sunday, I was pretty much good. You know, I had my Monday, and I'm good. I'm in a very good mood. So, y'all, it's been hot down here, too. It's been like 100 degrees. Like, it's just been nasty. It's been too nasty. It's just been ridiculously hot. Nobody can work out or run in this heat. Like, even if I wanted to go in the morning, by the time I get up, it's too hot. See, it's another couple on the track. Oh, Lord. It just be hot. It been too hot, y'all. I wanted to go. I felt like I was going to melt yesterday when I went out of the house. It was so hot. I couldn't my vegetables burned. I think I put them in too late. So I really didn't get that much of a yield off of my vegetable garden this summer like I did the summer before. How y'all doing? So I got 6 collard green plants. I can't put them in even though it's September. I'm gonna have to wait till the end of September to put them in the ground because it's too hot. I didn't make it to CrossFit today or yoga. Yoga was actually closed. So I slept in this morning unintentionally. So that's why I'm gonna make sure I get at least 4 miles in on the track. And then I'm gonna go home and unwind, and then I'm gonna pull up a yoga video, like a beginner yoga video, to work on my poses on YouTube, because I found another channel. I found a yoga channel, that some yoga channels that I like. So I'm gonna do that when I get home, because I already got my yoga mat. So yeah. So I found this channel. I can't think of the name of it off the bat. But she, in January, she did a 30-day yoga challenge. Well, you do 30 days of yoga. So, so I'm thinking, after I finish this 30-day challenge, I'm going to follow along and do her 30-day yoga challenge. And I'm going to record it. I'm going to put my computer in front of me and watch the video and do it along with her and let y'all see me do it live and just put it on YouTube. So I'm gonna try to improve my yoga is. Let me see if I can dim this a little bit. A little bit. Yes, so I can see, because I don't hardly walk this track at night, but as you can see, it's lit up all the way around. But I just like to be safe. So when I cross the street by the gym, I have something on so people can see me. That's what this is for safety. You gotta be safe. Safety's first. So yeah. But I'm thinking I'm gonna do the 30-day yoga challenge. And I'm gonna record myself doing it. I really like yoga. I really like it. And at the end, you get to like relax, lay down in a comfortable position and breathe. And it kind of does cut your anxiety in half. Like, I was so like, oh my God, I can't believe I couldn't go today. But I'm gonna do something at the house tonight. But I really enjoyed it, y'all. Like, it was so relaxing. It was so relaxing. If I'm breathing heavy, that's because I'm walking really fast. I'm borderline speed walking. But yeah, I'm excited. So I'm gonna work on my yoga poses. I actually did really good today. If y'all want to do the yoga with me, y'all can. I would love it. But I don't know how y'all feel about going on all these challenges with me. But I am gonna do it. Yes, I am. And I made the decision, whenever I go to a different city, I'm gonna take a yoga class. Because most yoga classes these days, y'all, you can go in and pay for a session. So I'm gonna try it. You know. And I guess yoga is not that, like, some of the stuff is really challenging. Some of it is not, because I'm very flexible and I stretch all the time. And it feels good to your body. Like, my legs and my muscles and my back felt so relaxed after yoga that I can definitely see the benefits of it. And with the CrossFit and the weightlifting, yes, we're on 30 days of fitness on this channel. Today is day 18. And since it's 30 days in September, we're going to do 30 minutes of some type of exercise every day. Whether it's walking, running, whatever you want to do that gets you up and moving, I'm encouraging you to do it. So welcome. So I'm almost around the track, and I'm just gonna walk this track one time because I can get the bulk of my miles with this. I'm already at 1.2. And then I'm gonna walk the other track, and then I'm gonna um, do some exercises like squats and stuff on the grass, on the turf, do some turf type exercises. And then I'm gonna go home and do yoga. So I'm still looking um, I'm still looking for a kickboxing class. No, it's a different time throughout the day. I leave the videos up. I go live actually doing my work, my evening walk, or when I'm leaving a class like the other day. But there's no set time. The videos are still up. I leave all of them up. They're numbered by day. I'm actually going to start putting the videos in a playlist so you guys can click on them. So, y'all, I've been wearing, yes, I'm looking for a kickboxing class. I found Zumba. They have Zumba and they have boot camp here on base. So I'm gonna do yoga, kickboxing, Zumba, or whatever else I can find. I'm trying to learn different ranges of workouts, like I said, so I'll know how the body is supposed to move. Thank you. Yes, the notification bell will let you know when I'm up. No, I'm not trying to become a ninja. No, I'm gonna be a personal trainer. I am going to get my body where it needs to be in the next 4 months. I'm going to save, read books on muscle tone, fitness, running, whatever I can get my hands on that's fitness wise, vegan nutrition, vegetarian nutrition, and I'm going to save the money that I get from YouTube and any other little side job that I get so that I can pay to take my personal training license. I know which company, I know which one I'm going to go with. I don't know how much the price has changed. I've just been looking at different places, but for the one that would allow me to work in like big chain gyms and stuff like that, and even here on post, I think it's between $750 and $800. And then if you want to specialize in other things like nutritional certifications, I think that one's like an extra $200. So sis got to come up with the money. So when y'all watching these videos, please watch the whole commercial, because that's how you get your revenue on YouTube, with the commercials. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. The job did not call me back, which is fine. Like I said, if it wasn't the time for me to land that job, I'm okay with that. I'll keep looking. If something else comes up that I feel like I can get, then I'll go for it. But I have something to focus on, and I'm going to do as much as I can to make little money here and there so that I can pay for it, and I can have it, everything done by 2020, by the end of 2020. Hopefully I'll be working as a personal trainer or in that realm by September next year. That's what I want to do. Thank you for banging the bell. So that's what I want to do. See, it get kind of dark around here. So yeah. Seeing it's a car coming and it wouldn't see me. See, they're parking, like people park over here in this one and they run that middle one at night. But I'm not that brave, honey, because ain't no lights on in the middle part of the track until you get to the big track. And I need to stop and tie my shoe. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna take every dime I can get and save towards it, and just start reading everything I can get my hands on and studying. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But nobody wants an out of shape trainer. So I'm going to push my body and take it to the next level. Like, what y'all have seen thus far is not going to be anything. I'm hoping that I can do it. It's not going to be anything like this in the next 5 months. I'm not trying to like be built like a man or anything, but my body is going to completely change. Um, that's another reason I want to do those 2 fasts in October, so I can get all the junk out of my body, let my cells regenerate, so that I can maximize the effect of my workouts and the nutrition that I'm putting into my body, because I'm going to be eating 100% clean even through the holidays, because I have a goal and I need to get there. And it's kind of scary because I know that this is a big decision that I'm making, maybe even life changing. Yes, I'm going to live stream. Usually it's between 7:30 to about 10 most times. Um, if I'm not on and you still want to get your workout on before it's too late, then go ahead and just get your 30 minutes in. Because some days I'm out walking and some days I'm on the treadmill. Or I'll tell you guys about a class I took. I'm trying to decide which one I'm going to do tomorrow. I'm going to record which class, if I'm going to be able to record one of my classes tomorrow. I feel better. The yoga, y'all, like, it really did help relax me. Like, I haven't felt that relaxed in a long time. Because you gotta get out of your head when you're doing yoga. Because that's what messes you up and throw you off. And I can see why people go to yoga. I can see now. Yes, it's hard. And you be talking to yourself in your head like a crazy person when you try and hit them poses. But after the first, because you do it each set like a round or two, and by the second time, it's like you kind of just like breeze into it. For me, it was the lady, like I said, the lady on the side of me was really struggling, and I was trying to talk her through it. I didn't know what I was doing, but I was trying to encourage her. She felt so, I felt like she was getting very irritated with herself, like she wasn't being patient with herself, and I definitely understand what that's like. And then everybody around you doing it perfect, and then you got me, the newbie who's first time taking yoga, and I'm over there killing 80% of the things, the forms, you know. And I was just trying to encourage her and talk her through it, and she made it through. She said she'll be back. I hope to see her tomorrow. Okay, I like that, girl. I like that. So sometimes people just need a little encouragement, and no, I'm not perfect. And I'm not gonna lie, a couple of months ago, if I would have tried to do yoga in the shape that I was in, I would have felt the same way. Cause you be worried about the people looking at you. Like, please don't look at me. I know I look crazy. And the truth is, everybody think they look crazy doing yoga, but everybody, you really don't look crazy. So I definitely enjoyed it. It was men in there. It was women. It was young, older. It was a 65-year-old lady in there doing yoga, y'all. You could bounce a quarter off her ass, okay? So, y'all, she was in all the poses. She was up on her. She had all her weight on her damn shoulders. Like she was upside down with her legs like this, flexing them all the way back. I was like, girl. I was, I was like, girl. Woo. She was like, yeah. She was like, I've been doing yoga for 25 years. I was like, shit, you been doing yoga forever. Don't be embarrassed. Like, y'all, that's why I'm doing it for y'all. That's why I'm out here taking risk for y'all. I feel like if y'all see me do it, then it'll encourage y'all to do it. So that's why I'm gonna ask the instructor next week, the one who was there the night before, if I can record in the back of the class. And I'm gonna see if I can go live next week in the yoga class so y'all can see it. Because a lot of times we have this preconceived notion in our head about what something is supposed to look like, and we should be able to do it. But if you ain't never did it, if you ain't never been like a gym person, then it's gonna be a lot harder. But the more you do it, the easier it gets. I swear, y'all, I can walk 7-8 miles straight. When I first started walking and really exercising, I see the little monkeys be. I thought I was gonna die that first 3 miles. Well, honey, you got to get up and get moving. Yes, a quarter. Listen, I used to feel the same way. I need a workout partner. I need somebody to come with me. When I first started walking, my husband used to walk with me all the time. Some days if I ask him, he'll still walk with me. But ultimately, you got to get up and do it by yourself. Nobody is responsible for your health but you. If you can't find nobody to go with you, you get up and you do it at a time where you feel it's safe, where you are around other people, and just do it. Or get on your treadmill. You know, you can't wait for other people to come with you on your journey. If I would have waited for anybody to go on my journey with me, to become healthier, to go vegan, to start exercising, I don't think I ever would have did it. Because you'll start a journey with somebody like, oh, I need a workout partner, and then when your partner don't want to go, you'll fall off a couple weeks later. You cannot be codependent on other people for your physical health unless you paying them and they got to be there. Okay, but even then you still have to have a level of responsibility to get up and move every day, because it's your body. It's your body, and nobody's gonna take care of your whole person like you, and that is a lot. You have to you can't depend on other people's energy and what they gonna do when you need to do something for your own health, whether it's physical health, mental health, emotional health, spiritual health, physical health, wealth. If you want those things to be healthy for you, you got to do them yourself. You got to put it out in the universe and do it. Yeah. Well, see, then I can understand that. But get on your treadmill, honey. Get on your treadmill. Or if you live close to a shopping center or a mall, like in Mobile, I know a lot of cities don't have a lot of malls now. But if you live in an area where you have a mall, put your walking shoes on, go in the mall, and walk around. Um, that's what you could do. It's a when I lived in Manhattan, Kansas, the mall was small, but there would be a lot of people walking around in there. And then I would see one lady in Walmart all the time. I'm trying to figure out what the what the hell is she doing in Walmart? And she would go in Walmart and walk around. She'd buy like one or two things, but she would walk around with her Fitbit. That's what made me get my first Fitbit. She would walk around in Walmart until she walked 3 miles. And that's how she would get her exercise. There are so many safe ways to do exercise. Um, if you're a senior citizen, sometimes the insurance. Yeah, we gonna talk you through it, girl. Sometimes if you have insurance, they have senior discounts for gyms, where you can go to. I think it's called a golden package or something, and your insurance will pay for a certain amount for you to go to the gym. So check with that. Check with your doctor, um, and they should be able to help you. Or if you have a local YMCA, you can do that too. But there are a lot of options out there. Sometimes you can pay if you just want to get out of the house. A lot of gyms are getting to the point like it's cheap to go. Your initial fee may be like $40 or $50, but you can get a $10 fee. Pay $10 and go to the gym. You know, it's called the Silver Sneakers. Yes, that's what it's called. And you can do that. That's what it's called the Silver Sneaker. Ask your care provider about it, and you can do that. If you got a Planet Fitness around you or Gold's Gym, I think Gold's Gym do the silver sneaker thing. But you can find a gym and go in the mornings if you don't work. A lot of senior citizens or people who are up in age or who are retired, they go to the gyms early in the morning, like here on base. They be in here early in the morning, and they form friendships. They get on the treadmills and they walk together. They be out on the track in the morning, and that's where you'll feel safe. Yeah, the AAPR card too. They give a lot of discounts. So I just think people don't know how to access. I'm on the main track now, y'all. I just don't think people know how to access fitness gyms and places to go and work out because it's not widely advertised. You know, believe it or not, the government wants us to be they want us to be unhealthy. You know what I'm saying? They want us to. When you go to Europe and you go to other countries, they walk everywhere, y'all. They walk everywhere. Public transportation, unless you live in a major city here in this USA, it sucks. This little town don't even have a bus system. Okay? They walk everywhere. Their food is better. It's cleaner. They don't have a lot of preservatives in it. If you go right now to Europe and drink a Coke, it will taste nothing like a Coke here. If you go buy a Hershey's bar in Ireland, it'll taste nothing like the Hershey's bar you get here. If you go to the Dominican Republic and buy some candy, it tastes nothing like it tastes here. You can jump right over into Canada and get a hamburger from McDonald's, and it will taste nothing like it tastes here. Okay? It's a lot of stuff in the food that we eat, even certain things in the grocery store. You have to be careful. Um, because our American culture is all about food, and I was one of them people. I still love food. I still believe food is love. But I think now you have to figure out, like, is it important to eat like that all the time? You shouldn't associate with your happy feelings with food like I used to do. And sometimes I still dance when I eat. I'm guilty. Like right now, I'm struggling. I'm struggling with these damn french fries from McDonald's. I hate McDonald's. They the devil. But I love their french fries. And what people don't realize is that fast food companies actually put certain things in food that triggers the endorphins, your happy endorphins. And when you don't eat those foods for a while, you get a taste for them and you feel like you need them. And when you eat it, you're like, it's so good. But it's something in the food to make you want it more. And people don't know that. And if you think I'm lying, go look it up. So you just have to be careful. Because I don't eat a lot of processed food. The only processed food I eat is like fries. I might buy like certain things like veggie crumbles, stuff like that. But I don't really eat a lot of stuff like that. Like a lot of processed food. So it's crazy. The only food that I eat that comes out of a fast food restaurant is French fries, and I can't stop thinking about them. Y'all, them French fries got a hold on me. And Sunday I had some steak fries. I had probably like 5 or 6 steak fries, and that's because it was nothing, literally nothing but the salad bar at the restaurant, and I was starving. Today, Wednesday, I had a fry and a Sprite from McDonald's. I broke down. Um, and I'm only supposed to have a fry once a week. I'm trying to go to once a week. So that means I gotta make it. I gotta push myself and restrain myself to go all the rest of the week, including Saturday, which was supposed to be my Friday, with no damn fries. And I'm like, how am I gonna do this? Y'all don't understand. I love fries. Like, and I'm struggling. Yes, you have to train your brain to think differently. But my brain right now is stuck on them damn fries, y'all. I don't know what it is. And it's not Checkers fries. It's not Arby's curly fries. It's not Chick-fil-A fries. It's the McDonald's fries that's got me bent over, excuse my language, like a bitch. Okay? That's how I feel about them fries. And I cannot wait to get to a point where I don't crave them fries no more. Y'all. Seriously. Because once I can stop eating them, I'm not eating them no more. That's it. I can believe that. McDonald's fries, yes, they are addictive, and I can believe it. I'm gonna have to get your send it. I can believe it. I'm gonna go read up on them fries because they got me hooked. V, you laughing? I'm telling you, them fries got me twisted, and I know it's got to be something in them, full of chemicals. I know it's some. That is the only thing I eat, and I know I'm gonna wake up with a big friend on my face in the morning. Yes, and y'all know I've been trying to find videos, baking videos, but I can't get away from the sugar. So I'm trying to figure out like substitutes. That y'all, I'm telling you, it's rough out here in these streets. I was in TJ Maxx today, and y'all know how they have all the candy on the counter. I saw some dark chocolate. Like, you can't buy dark chocolate out of the store. Crack fries, yes, the fries are crackish. Okay, y'all, it's easy. It was easier for me to give up chicken than it is to give up these damn French fries from McDonald's. That's that is how bad it is. Okay, so let me get back to TJ Maxx. So y'all know TJ Maxx have like all the little bougie high-end candy in the store. And I've been looking for chocolate for about like some chocolate that I can actually have for, yes, the sugar will get you every time. So a cup of coffee. Yes, I'm trying to tell you. I was so addicted to the Hershey's chocolate almond bars, y'all. It just, that was hard to give up. Almond chocolate covered almonds was my thing. But every time I go in a store and I see chocolate, like dark chocolate, you got to be careful with dark chocolate as a vegan, okay? Because even the dark chocolate in this country got milk fat, milk derivatives, you know, powdered milk. You know, I ain't never seen no powdered milk come out of cow titty, okay? First of all, powdered milk is not normal. I can't believe I just said that. Powdered milk is not normal to begin with, okay? So why would I want milk cultures and powdered milk in my chocolate, okay? Now that I'm vegan. So they're just, I can't eat Hershey's candy. I can't eat the Dove chocolate. I can't eat none of the candy that you see on the shelf. So I'm in TJ Maxx and they got dark chocolate covered almonds. Y'all, I picked the bag up. I picked up one bag and it had like um 5% milk in it. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. Even if it's small, I'm not gonna do it. So then I walked down, I picked up another bag. Y'all, uh, hey, no chocolate. Ooh. 2 p.m. every day at work. It was cold. And a ton of water. How did that work? Honey, I used to could eat a whole thing of Hershey's Kisses, especially the almond ones, or the ones with the white chocolate and the milk chocolate swirl, or the cookies and cream ones. Ooh, ooh. Honey, 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 honey. My shoe. Again. I could eat that thing all day. Let me tell you. But I found the almonds, the chocolate covered almonds. Dark chocolate, not an ounce of milk, milk product, milk byproduct, nothing. And it was oh so heavenly. I've gotten to the point where I actually like dark chocolate. And I used to couldn't stand dark chocolate. If somebody gave me dark chocolate, I would be ready to fight back in the day. But it was so good. Mm-mm-mm. My friend told me, you need somebody to hold you accountable sometimes. Y'all. See, it's what? Mid-September. Look, y'all. They working at running. It's gonna be packed out here in the next 2 weeks at this time. Around this time, it's gonna be packed in the next 2 to 3 weeks for the next month. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. Cause they ass gotta take PT tests. So it's gonna be a lot of people out here. You have a good night. And get you some rest, honey, because I know you be working. You's a hard working lady, honey. I wish I had a job like some of y'all. I get my ass up and go every day. If I get me a job, I'm getting my ass up and go every day with a smile on my face. Okay? So if y'all got jobs, be glad, honey, because I'm trying to find one. And when I do, I'm going to do the Jesus hands. But have a good night, V. See you later. But yeah, y'all, that chocolate was so good. Woo! But you got to be careful because 6 pieces is 150 calories. And I was like, I can only have 6 pieces. So you telling me if I eat 12 pieces, that's 300 calories? Sis, I ain't gonna make it. You know, 300 calories is add another 150 calories. Honey, No, another 200 calories. That's my breakfast. That's a whole bowl of oatmeal with some fresh fruit, some almond milk, 1 ounce of almonds or 1 ounce of pecans, and some chia seeds. A tablespoon of chia seeds. Honey, that's a, I can't do it. You should. You can, my aunt's a nurse, and she's nuts. But there are a lot of people who um who work for years in nursing. Maybe you can go and be part-time. Y'all, she tired. Oh, you okay, Howard? How you doing? Yes, Sharon, honey. If you feel like you need to go back to work part-time, go back. There are a lot of people who are retiring later because we not like our grandparents and their parents. Like, our life expectancy is longer if we take care of ourselves. And sometimes it's actually not recommended for some people to quit working. That's when some people go down because their body be so used to moving. And then all of a sudden you sitting at home watching Victor on The Young and the Restless every day. you know, you know, waiting on Good Morning America, you can't do that to yourself. So I said go back part-time if you can, which they always need nurses part-time, full-time, and you can pretty much probably pick and choose where you want to go and what you want to do. If I was you, girl, I'd run. Because as soon as I get out of this wasted space, you like, I'm still watching General Hospital. See what I'm saying? Yeah. But I would say do it. Why not? And if you don't like it, you can just go on back to the house. Collect your retirement and whatever else and get you a little check on the side and travel. You 61? Girl, take your behind back to work. You're probably fine too, ain't it? 61 is still young. You got a whole more 30, 40, 50 years to live if you take care of it. Go back to work part-time so you can still get your holidays, honey. Dude, just, don't go work in a nursing home, though. Yes. You ain't old. You probably just been around people who old, who you probably been around for years, who might be a little bit older than you, or your friends just act old because they ain't out there living their best life, turning up because they're afraid of what people gonna think about them. Honey, you 61. You probably can still put on you a good 2-inch heel. Yes, Frida, I see you calling me. Hey, you see I'm online. Why you keep calling my phone? You are rude. I love you, sister. But yeah, honey, 61 is still young. You can put on you some high heels, and if you ain't got no man, you can still go get you one, okay? A little young Thundercat, okay? Who can put a smile on your face. And you ain't even got to keep him at the house, okay? You could just stop by his place. I did not. Okay, baby friend. I'm sorry. I love you, sister. Honey, I got a 72-year-old aunt. She evil. Done said hi, Frida. Frida at work today, y'all. But I got an aunt who like 75. See, me and her don't talk. She's mean as hell. She got to be like 74. She don't look a day past 45. And she be throwing her whole ass in a circle in Chicago. She mean, but she's in good health. And she travels. She do what she want to do. Oh, you're not at work, you at home? I got you in tears, love. Listen, I'm telling the truth. She do. I got an aunt that's 61. Honey, most of my aunts are in their late, mid-60s, late 50s, 70s. I got another aunt She got a big old Judy, and she still go to work. Marilyn got to be about 62. She work as a dispatcher. She runs um, a little town, their little jail, and she's the head dispatcher. She basically run the little town jail. But honey, she be whooping their ass up in it. Yes, Thundercat. You went to see Hustlers, so you went to see the strippers. Was it good? Did J-Lo swing on that pole like she was supposed to? Would you have given her your $1? I'm gonna go see Hustlers too, baby Freddy. If y'all don't know, I love the strippers. I support strippers because it take a special person to twerk their ass all the way up and down the pole. Not only that, you gotta have some body muscles. Y'all, I tried a pole dancing class one time. Let me tell you, I tried the pole dancing class. Yes, that's a hard job, honey. She still get up and go to work. I don't know how she do it. Now, I worked in a prison before, and I could probably find a job if I went to work at a local county jail or something. But y'all, listen, I worked in a state prison. I worked in a state prison in South Carolina. I worked at a female prison, and sometimes I would go to the male prison. Y'all, I don't ever want to have to fight for my paycheck as long as I live, okay? When you work in a prison, maybe not the county jail because they don't want to get in trouble because they still probably got to go to court or whatever. And, you know, if the county jail get overcrowded, they release you early sometimes. Even if your bond, you know, ain't, they drop your bond down and release you. If they got some real bad criminals need to come in there. But, honey, I got tired of fighting for my paycheck. Yes. I got tired of fighting for my paychecks. Okay? Like, every day is a fight in the state penitentiary. Because some of them ain't getting out no time soon. Woo, honey. I have broken ribs, noses. I got, you know, my second week on the job before I even went to training. Cavity checks, yes. I just realized what you said. Yes, I did not like those. But I'm going to tell y'all a story about a cavity check gone wrong. I'm going to tell y'all that story right now. So, I'm a fighter. Say, yeah, I am a fighter. Which I don't know is I'm a fighter. I don't care how big you is. I will hit you with anything. And I will try to beat you within an inch of your life if you threaten me. Oh, so you worked in the jail. You was the jail nurse. Ooh, honey, you seen it out then, honey. And then you can't remove it. You got to take them out to the hospital. So you know they're not supposed to have cell phones. So the compound was an open compound. And you could drive on. But they stopped it from being like that. Because people was throwing stuff over the dip. Because it was like a compound. Columbia, South Carolina has a compound. And it's like 4 prisons there. So people would throw stuff over the gate. And this girl, because we couldn't have cell phones on us. We couldn't have cell phones on us or nothing. So this inmate, I had patted everybody down, take them out, check them before they went on the yard. Like, if you leave my unit with anything, you better come back with exactly that or don't come back with it at all. And I better be able to track down what you left the unit with. I ain't play them games. So I checked all my inmates, blew their jackets out, made them pull their tags out their shoes, everything. Nothing. So I get to one girl, and I'm like, this bitch acting suspicious. What's wrong with her today? I done patted her down, everything, put my gloves on. And she walk out, she come back in. And they laughing. And I'm like, what the hell they laughing at? So she go back in the little bay area, and I'm like, you know, something ain't right. So she come out to my office, and she like, Officer Millhouse, we need more tissue. And I was like, y'all get more tissue when they bring the tissue around. So all of a sudden, I hear Ring, ring. Ring, ring. I'm like, what the hell? I know this ain't the phone on my desk ringing. Who in the fuck is ringing in here? They like, oh, Officer Millhouse got a cell phone. I said, no, 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 no. Bitch, I ain't got no cell phone. One of y'all got a cell phone. So then I gotta call my supervisor. The lieutenant I had was a straight fool. She's like, Millhouse, you always in some shit with these inmates. I said, somebody got a phone down here. And I said, these two were standing outside my office when it started ringing. And it wasn't the prison phone. So we took them in the little, somebody came relieve me. Me and my lieutenant took them up to the main office. And by that time, the phone had stopped ringing. But we wouldn't let them go in the bathroom and nothing. Because prison toilets are strong, honey. You can flush anything down a prison toilet. So we get them in this room. We strip search them one at a time. They gotta spread their ass cheeks, squat, cough. We had to take a flashlight, look at their vagina. It was crazy, okay? So when I got to the second chick, y'all, why does she have a Nokia? A Nokia, one of the first ones, the little blue and gold was one of the first Nokia phones, prepaid, in her vagina. In her vagina. So instantly, I'm like, I'm so disgusted. And my lieutenant was like, my lieutenant, before she said it, she got so over, she's like, you ain't gonna have no walls. He said, I don't know what kind of muscles you got. Oh my God, I almost fell over. Yes. Y'all. So we took her to the nurse. The nurse said she got to go out. So it's like at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And then you got to file the transport papers. You got to secure transport. And on this day, I happened to be the backup transport. So I had to get dressed. Because when you go out, you got to put on a bulletproof vest. You got to go to the armory, grab your gun, grab your mace, handcuffs. Because what people don't realize is when you're a correction officer, when you're on duty, you're a full-time law enforcement. Which gives you the right to arrest somebody if they attempt to help an inmate escape. Basically, you can do the same thing that a full-time peace officer can do once you're in that uniform. So, like in the state of South Carolina, if an inmate breaks out in the state, every correction officer on state level goes to a full-time peace officer. And they don't tell people that, but you do. And they call everybody in because in the state of South Carolina, depending on what your crime is, if you leave that prison, depending on your crime, we can shoot your ass center mass. And everybody say, why center mass? Center mass is to disable you. But we all know when you shoot somebody center mass, their ass is gonna die. So trying to escape in the state of South Carolina is like a death wish. You get one warning shot and one to the middle. Okay, so I gotta get dressed. I got my van. I checked my van. Me and the other girl, and we had a car behind us. And y'all, I was so mad because by the time we got everything done, it's like 5:30, and we supposed to get off 6. Now we work 12-hour shifts. So from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. But you got to be there at 5:30 because you got to get searched. You got to go into your briefing. You got to know who was sick, what inmate went out, who did what, who got into a fight, who got caught having sex. You got to go through all that. And then your shift start. Yes. Now, see, that's why I did not like working at night. Because can't nobody move. You'll be stuck wherever you at until they release and say move. And when that compound going locked down, everybody is where they at. And if you got to piss, so help you God, you better hope they have a bathroom on your building, and you better hope that somebody can come around. They might have 2 or 3 floaters who can move. So I know you know what you're talking about, honey. Hunty, okay? Whew, let me tell you, that was crazy. Y'all, I used to get so mad with them inmates. I'll be like, Lord, your mama should have whipped your ass when you was little. This is what happens when your mama don't, when you don't kick your kid's ass. This is what happened, okay? But yes, so we got her to the hospital. We had to take her downtown Columbia, and and the gynecologist took it out. She had to have an antibiotic and everything, and then we went back. But what pissed me off is that we didn't get back to the prison till 8 o'clock. And then when we got back to the prison, she wants to fight. When we trying to get her out the van, because you know, when you transport ankle lock, waist lock, wrist, let me tell you, we got her in the room, we taking her cuffs off, and this bitch decided, you want to swag on me, and I'm 2 hours away from getting off work. I got off work 2.5 hours late. Well, I'm gonna be here another hour because I gotta do the report. First, I gotta do the report because you shoved the vagina up your vagina, a phone up your vagina. 2, I gotta do a report. I gotta check the vehicle. I gotta search you. We gotta do all this work, so we really ain't gonna get at this bitch till 9:30. And then you got the nerves to swing on me. Y'all, I whooped her ass. I'm not proud of it, but I whooped her ass. I know y'all gonna say police brutality, but when she swung on me, I whooped her ass. And the camera, that's why I like the fact that they have cameras. Cause y'all, when she swung on me, she swung her whole body, and she was a big girl. She was about 5'9", about 120 pounds, about 220 pounds. Y'all, when she swung on me, I jumped my ass up on that little, cause in all the rooms where y'all do, they do the short straits, they always have like a metal bench. Y'all, I jumped my ass on that metal bench, and I came down in the top of her goddamn head with my elbow, boom, and wrapped my legs around her neck and choked her ass, and hit in the top of her head a couple times. When we did the investigation, they played that part back 20 times. Yes. And when something happened and you have to take them out to put more charges, you got to go to court with their ass. Oh, Lord Jesus. And you don't get paid. Woo. That's why I be like, if y'all don't, look, the inmate ain't gonna get no charges. If I gotta go to court, y'all better send me to court on the days I'm on shift. And you probably had never been in a fight till you worked at a prison. Have a good night. Yes. 12 more days to go. We almost there, y'all. Have a good night. Done. And I'm glad you made your hour of workout. You been getting there. But I'm a fighter. I will fight your ass. And after a while, the inmates learn who to fight and who not to fight. And they'll get to a point where they be like, that nurse, that psychologist, I'm so excited that you're gonna walk with us, girl. So tomorrow after yoga, I'm gonna come walk. And I should be about 8:15, I should be out here walking. But I'm ready for you to start walking with us. But yes, fighting at the prison, y'all, I ain't got time for that. That's a good job though. It's like being a big babysitter. But yeah, them inmates, y'all, they'll make you fight them. I'm not gonna even lie. Mm-mm-mm. And the most dangerous time an inmate is the most dangerous is when they coming from the county. Because when they coming from the county, it's easier. It's easier for them to get street drugs in county jail than it is for them to get it in the state penitentiary. So you never know what an inmate could be on. That's why they have to be isolated. Okay. When you subscribe to the channel, it'll show up and then I will notify you like that. But if you want to be notified, what you do is, once you subscribe, it's going to be a little bell that pop up. Click on the bell and then it's going to come up. Okay, so yeah, it'll show you. But y'all, I can't work at the prison no more. Not the state. I could probably do county jail, but the state prison, no. Them inmates, and they so innovative, y'all. Let me tell you, like, if they would have took the skills they had in prison and applied them on the outside, they could have made some money. Some of the most talented people, you know, be in prison. Seamstress, hairstylists, welders, like, they be making all kind of stuff. Yes, some of them be so talented. I had this one lady, she used to crochet. She finally got out, but we could buy some of their crafts. And officers would buy her stuff and sell it. So she would do, they want the easy way out. You right. When they ass get behind them bars, it don't work out like that. But she would literally make the Disney cartoon characters down to the T out of yarn, knitting them, knit the animals by hand, and put them together. She did a Pooh, Tigger, a Eeyore. Like, I had all the characters made because at that time we was in South Carolina and there was a lot of soldiers who were pregnant that worked with my spouse, and I gave each of them one for their baby. And y'all, if you would have tried to get that off the street somewhere in a store, them stuffed animals would have been about $75 to $100 a piece. So what she did, you pay them for the yarn. You pay for the yarn and then you pay them like $3. And that's more they would make if they was working in the kitchen or something at the jail. I was in South Carolina. I'm in Alabama now. So what she did is that she would, because she had like 6 months left on her sentence, she would make them and sell them to the officers, and then her family would send her money to buy yarn, and she would make animals all day, all night, and ship them out every week. And her family was putting the money up for her. They was selling the stuff on eBay, and her daughter, I think, like, her daughter was like was a paralegal, and her son-in-law was like an engineer. And she came to me one day. Yes, they be so talented. So her daughter and her son-in-law started her Etsy store, and they was selling the stuff on Etsy and putting it into the account. She came to me and she said, Officer Millhouse, I'm glad you told me to have my daughter sell my stuff. She said, because my teddy bears are going for $100, $150. And she said, I spent all day making them. She said, I get out of here in 6 months. She said, my daughter told me in the last month I done made $8,000. She said, I have no reason to go back when I get out and get in trouble, because she had been in there for about 15 years. She said, my business is already started. She started her business from in prison through the help of her daughter and her son-in-law. And she was making about 5 or 6 things of those stuffed animals a day. and she was selling them. That's $400 a day from high bars. And her daughter didn't take any of the money. By the time I left, she had got released. And I looked her up on Etsy. I can't find her on there no more, but I'm sure she probably is still on Etsy. Um, I looked up her store, and they had pictures, and they talked about, they did a biography about how she had changed her life and everything. And they had a room in their house where she dedicated her time to just making stuff to sell. You have to encourage that. See, that's the thing. Like, you can't be their friends when you work with inmates. You're not their friend. You're not their mama. You're not their daddy. But you need to be encouraging towards them, because a lot of them, you can be one mistake away from being in prison. It's some people made one mistake and ended up in prison doing 2 to 3 years or 5 years, just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Not everybody who go to prison is a bad person. And I hate the way society puts a stigma on a person for going to prison. Not everybody in there is bad. And if you worked in the prison, you know that. Some people, wrong crowd, wrong place. Make one stupid mistake, and now they got to do 3 years or 2 years. And the thing people have to remember, and I used to tell the other officers too, look, everybody ain't going to be in prison forever. Everybody who go to prison ain't going to sit there forever. And like in Colombia, they had work release. So it wasn't too uncommon for us to see inmates who was on work release out working. Or some of them from the area. They worked. And it wasn't uncommon to see them out. And there was a lot of places certain officers wouldn't go because it was inmates who worked there. And I'd be like, well, what the hell you did to the inmate? Oh, I used to get her all the way together. Yeah. And now, bitch, she got to fix your food. You don't never know when you're going to run into people again. And there was plenty of times when I ran into inmates in Colombia who had just gotten out. And they would be with their family. They would look totally different. And they would be like, that's Officer Millhouse right there. And I'd be like, hey. And they'd be like, oh, you look so different from work. I'd be like, yeah, because, you know, I don't go to work to be cute. And they would stand and hold a whole conversation with me and talk to me. But if that would have been another officer, it wouldn't have been that way. Because some officers are really low down. Like, they get a real big power trip. And that's what I think irritates inmates. Yes, I have their respect. See, that's what people don't realize in prison. Them people ain't got nothing else but the little dignity that they have. And they still human, no matter what they did. I used to tell them, it's not my place to judge you. I'm not the jury. I'm not the judge. I'm not the lawyer. I'm simply here to supervise you and to make sure you do your time, nobody hurts you, and you don't hurt nobody else. Basically, I'm a big fucking babysitter. Okay? So whatever you did or whatever chip you got on your shoulder, take that shit, ball it up, and flush it down the toilet, because they ain't got nothing to do with me. You respect me, I'm going to respect you. If you disrespect me, I'm going to disrespect you and your mama. Okay? And it was pretty much like that. But seriously though, if you work in a prison and you think that you got all the control, see, that's the first fuck up. They are human. And some of them be in there for the dumbest things. You would not believe. So you have to take that into consideration. They still human. But I just didn't have the problems. And for real though, fear, yes, they like wild dogs. They smell the fear, they think you scared. Oh, they're gonna be all over you. They're gonna do everything to shake you. But all you gotta do is show one or two of them you ain't scared. Honey, they will back up. Honey, they will back up like some roaches with a house shoe. Okay? Once they realize that you about that life, they'll leave you alone. They know who to mess with. You know. And then you got to remember, when you work in a prison, you got inmates and you got convicts. Convicts don't give a damn. They doing life, or they doing this they third bid, or they fourth bid. Um, they don't care. They don't care about the outside world. They commit crimes when they get tired of the outside world to come in and get some rest. Because on the outside world, they ain't shit to nobody. They don't run nothing. When they in prison, they big dog. They run everything. They can make a motherfucker wash their drawers. When they out on the street, they nobody. And those are convicts. Inmates, they trying to do their time. They trying to get their time reduced. And they trying to take their ass home. They not trying to lose their visits. They're not trying to lose their canteen. They just want to come in there and get the hell on. That's the difference between an inmate and a convict. And I had to learn that. Inmates cry at night because they ready to go home. Convicts, they love that lifestyle. They talk about what they did on their first bid. Ooh! Did y'all see that big ass flying roach? Oh, that was a big ass flying roach. Ooh, damn. I just got attacked by a water bug. Ooh, shit. I'm trying to get my 4 miles. But yes, that's the difference between an inmate. You slow. Whatever. But I had some good stories working in the prison, and I had some bad ones. But some of them officers, the officers don't run the prison. Because it could be one officer on the unit and it's 35 people. Now, who really got all the control? They do what they supposed to do because they not trying to do no more time. But in actuality, the inmates run the prison. They can overthrow that prison. And until backup get there, SLED, the state troopers, whoever get there, you at their mercy if they want to. And you gotta always remember, they under stress all the time. And in any time, they could snap. So you gotta be careful with them. And then I worked in the hospital. I worked in the prison where they had a mental ward or prisoners who had mental disability. Y'all, I just hit my 10,000 steps. Good gushes. But yeah, so you gotta remember that. Everybody ain't rep tight. I heard one girl, she said, bitch, I kill you. I said, bitch, pardon my language. She said, bitch, I kill you. I said, bitch, let me tell you something. If you kill me, my whole squad going for you. I said, and not only that, I'm not gonna let you kill me. I said, I might go out here in handcuffs, but I won't go out here on no stretcher with no white sheet on me. I said, let me tell you something. The only difference between me and you is I always can get a lawyer. And my people gonna come get me. I said, but I tell you this. I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. So, bitch, you play with me if you want to. But I'd be sleeping in your bed while your ass over there in the inmate cemetery. That's exactly what I told her. I said, because they ain't going to recognize your body when I'm done with you. So if you thinking about killing me, you might want to think twice. Because you going to die or we both going to die. And that's what I told her ass. I'd rather be judged by 12, than carried by 6. So whatever you feel like you want to do, bitch, you better bring everything you got. You better kill every fiber in my body, okay? I'm like Chucky. You can't kill me. If 1 ounce of me survive, I'm coming back. That inmate turned around and walked out. And then went and filed them. They good for filing reports. File the report. And when they called me in to do the investigation, I told them what she said, and I told them exactly what I said. And there was another inmate who was in there, and she said, because the girl called her in as a witness, and she told him that's exactly what Officer Millhouse said. I said, okay. And then you cannot threaten you cannot threaten a police officer. You cannot threaten a corrections officer. You cannot not threaten their life. She had 6 months on her sentence. They took her ass out to downtown Columbia and charged her with communicating a threat, terrorism, and her ass had to do another year and a half just for that. And her dumb ass filed the report. So by the time I quit, she still had a whole year to go on her sentence. And all she had was 6 months. And they asked me, did I want to, she begged me, Officer Millhouse, please don't let them put these charges on me. No ma'am, you was hard in front of all them females. All your buddies in the day room. Now we gonna see how this whole year survived. And she got a whole year and a half. Ain't got nothing to do with me. You can't threaten people's life in a situation like that. Cause y'all, I could have maced her. I could have pulled my taser out. See, they didn't have body cams for the prison in South Carolina. They just had cameras in certain places that picked up sound, and some of them didn't. And that's where, if you're a good officer, when you go in for an investigation, it's gonna work out in your favor. Unless you're dirty, it's eventually gonna catch up with you. And it was crazy. Crazy. And then inmate, if y'all heard of Susan Smith, the lady in South Carolina who rolled her kids into that lake. Oh, you said you was 22 then? Oh yeah, back then that was real tough. That was the Wild Wild West back then, 22 years ago, honey. That was just 8 years ago for me when I worked in, no, 5 years, no, 6 years ago when I worked in the prison. So, whew, they used to be something, them inmates something serious, honey. Had one to steal my lunch 40 years ago. Okay, that's, them inmates ain't no joke. But don't go back and work in no prison, honey. Go and get you a little cute job at a doctor's office. Or, no, because they work the hell out of y'all in the doctor's office. You know, go get you a little cute job and get you a cute little outfit so you can get you a little doctor to pay for your vacation, honey. Don't pay me no attention. Woo. That prison, them prison nurses, I had a lot of respect for them. Because some of the stuff they used to see, woo. Well, at the time I had just moved to South Carolina. I was looking for work. I was getting ready to go back into culinary. And I couldn't find a job that was quick to get. And I knew I could pass the background check. I knew I could pass the physical. I knew I could do the work. That's a good field. You got a lot of people who are in the herbs now. So I just needed a job that had some insurance. Straight out the gate. And so I went to put in my application. The man asked me when I did my interview, he said, I'm going to tell you now, if you scared to fight, you might not want this job. He said, where you from? I said, from Alabama. He said, I'm from Alabama too. What part? I said, Mobile. He said, oh yeah, you from Mobile. You might be a little rough. I love the garden too. I just bought some collard green plants I'm about to get ready to put in the ground. I got to wait till it cool down though. It's too hot. It's going to burn them up. Because my garden burnt up this summer. But he said, you from Mobile? He said, my mama. He said, I was raised in Pritchard for my life. He said, what part of Mobile? I said, down the back. He's talking about, oh yeah, you're a street fighter. When he said you're a street fighter, whew, I almost died. He's talking about them down the bay girls. They fight. He just happened to be from Alabama and knew what part of town I came from. He's like, yeah, you're a fighter. You got the job. You live, but you ain't gonna take no shit. I said, you right, bro. You right. I ain't gonna take no shit. He and he was right. And that's how my career started in corrections. I actually did pretty good before I left, because your first year, you're in the prison. You're not a cadet. You're just like an officer, but you don't have no bars and nothing. And then you get your bar after your first year, and then you move to like get a little rank. You know what I'm saying? Like corporal, then it's sergeant, and then it's lieutenant, and you get your rank up. But after being there for 7 months, I was actually about to get promoted, which usually take most people a year. They wanted to send me to the sergeant board. Yeah, I think that's what it was. I ain't have no fear. I really wasn't concerned about them inmates, because I know a lot of times people be more mouth than gas. So I used to call they bluff. Like, well, shit, you gonna beat me up? Beat me up, Scotty. Yeah, I'm on the base. And it's still like one more person out here. See, y'all, they getting ready for the PT test. So it's gonna be a lot of people out here over the next couple weeks in the evening, because they ass got to pass their PT test, and the Army is doing away with the old PT test. They coming up with a new one. So they trying to pass their test. So it's a lot of people out here. They're gonna be out here in the evening. So yeah. But nah, I don't think I probably could do county jail, but I can never do state again. Yeah. But I can never do state penitentiary. Maybe the feds. You know, federal prison ain't too bad from what I hear. I hear they inmates be a little bit more civilized because they got more to do with their time than like in the state penitentiary. Because they live hard in the state, yo. Yes, y'all, I'm about to get off here. I'm about to head home. Take home working. I'm thinking about it. I'm really thinking about it. But I got to get my training license first before I do anything. That's my goal. Personal training license. But anyway, y'all. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed. I'm going to head to the house. It's like 13 minutes after 9. I'm going to call you, baby Freddie. That's my sister, y'all. But I had a good time talking to y'all tonight. I did 4.3 miles. And tomorrow I got yoga, and I got yoga in the evening, and I got a 5:15. I'm either going to the 5:15 or the 6:15 class in the morning. CrossFit. So y'all pray for me. And I got my yoga mat in the car, but I'm gonna do some yoga when I get home too. But anyway, y'all, good night. I see y'all tomorrow. We at day 18. Can y'all believe we made 18 days? All right, see y'all later. Good night. You too, honey.